Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today, if snow's on the ground, it's time for sledding. And I make baked feta cheese with blood oranges. It's a great dip or salad topping. But first, we visit Braceville, history forgotten and now for all to see. I'm here at the Braceville African American Heritage Museum, better known as BAAHM. And the project manager here is Terry Shavers. And this would be the newest museum to come to our area in quite a while.
I think it's the only African American museum in Trumbull, Mahoning, Stark, and several other counties, Portage included. A group of us get together, we have community reunions, and so that community reunion was in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. So they said that what we should do is we should try and find a way to preserve the African American history of our community. Otherwise, the history will be lost.
What makes Braceville, so significant for this museum?
We think that the African American community in Braceville was the largest rural African American community in Ohio at one point in time. My mom and dad were a little bit of historians, my mom in particular. She saved all newspaper articles. She would cut the newspaper articles out of the newspaper. My dad was a photographer, right? And he liked to take photographs, and we had probably 34 photo albums. So it was a good foundation to start this. So that makes it a little bit personal, but I think that the overall objective was just to be able to preserve the history of the entire community. This community also has what we think was the first recorded African American in Trumbull County, 1830 census. So there is no other primary evidence that there's a person in Trumbull County, African American in Trumbull County prior to
1830.
1830 census. And we have 3 standing Underground Railroad houses in Braceville today. So there is evidence that there was Underground Railroad activity in the community.
So you have a documentary coming out that is also about the background here at Braceville.
It is indeed. So we think that this museum is a physical version of way to capture our Braceville history, right? And our documentary is a digital version of capturing the Braceville history.
So Annette, you kind of started this whole thing with the Braceville Blessings. You got all these people together, and that's how it all came to be.
Well, it was a joint effort, and it started during COVID. And we donated money, and we bought supplies, and we put them in a basket, and we put them outside the doors, mostly of seniors.
How did you find all these people that you knew needed some help?
Well, they were all people I grew up with. It was a neighborhood. All the people are from Braceville. There's 7 of us. 2 of them are from Warren. Pastor Heller and his sister, Yabelda. So we all got together and we donated money, and me and my sister, we went shopping and we bought supplies, cleaning supplies, food, dry goods, and things like that. And Terry and Gwen, and we all just delivered around the neighborhood.
That's
and
really
then we
nice.
Adopted a classroom. In fact, the girl she went to our church, and we went to her classroom, asked what we could do, and we bought supplies and delivered them to the school.
And you're also the president of this
Yes, but
fine organization,
but
Madam President. And so you're pretty busy.
not so much as them.
Well, there are so many moving parts to how all these things came to be. But you and Pastor Heller really started with the videos of the original residents that were still around. Why did you start interviewing all these people?
Well, Pastor Heller would come to church and tell all the stories that he heard from the older residents in the community. And it was so exciting, and I thought, this guy really loves Braceville. So I said, what do you think about us going and videoing them? And so he set it up, and we just started videoing them, and we would go for a little short video, and it would turn out to a couple hours of just stories and fun and just wonderful memories. Brian Broom, he's a Kirkus Award winner in 2022. He wrote Punch Me Up to the Gods. We've got Guys, the pit master of barbecue sauce. He's in Braceville.
First one to do the sugar-free,
Yeah,
on
really?
the shows, right? I've never seen sugar-free barbecue sauce. But Guy,
yeah, and his brother is the one that produced the film.
okay, when I
Yes.
said heard Hughes, I didn't realize that. And so now you have a movie coming out.
Yes.
And how did you piece that together? Because you had so much content.
Ronnie Hughes, who produced a movie called Gandy Hopper years back, and Terry Shavers worked on that, and it took him about 2.5 years
I bet.
to put everything together. And I don't know how they did it, but it has turned out to be an amazing documentary.
I mean, you have really taken this little community and really brought it out for everyone to understand, that's just a huge feat. Well, this room has everybody from Braceville that is involved with sports, and you have a lot of famous people, Ted.
A lot of relatives in this room, but the one noted person, of course, is Ernie Shavers.
Right? That is a great portrait of him.
Yeah, and of course he fought Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes, and Jimmy Young. My dad, Ted Toles Jr., he played in the Negro Leagues. My uncle Walter, he ran at Ohio State. He went to Braceville, of course. In 1958, he won 3 running events, the 100, 220, and the 440. And that was the first time it had been done since Jesse Owens had did it in 1935, I think.
Ted Toles Jr., he's my uncle, but he's a Negro League Hall of Famer. He played for 14 different teams in the Negro League. Well, to me, sports is like a universal language. People either they like baseball, tennis, track. So when people get involved in those types of things and they have to work together as a team, they always form they have a sense of unity and community. And that's the basis of Braceville. The unity in our community was so strong. I was everyone else's child in the community.
Everyone was looking out for
Yeah,
you.
they were looking out for me. They could give me instruction. That is what this little community of Braceville that I grew up in had that was so special. It was love, it was discipline, it was hard work. The unity that we don't see in communities today is something that forms, and there's a bond of love, a bond of support. And so I think that's what our community had that made it so special.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. Locally sourced is good, whether it's ingredients or a bank. And that's why my bank is Farmers National Bank. Since 1887, Farmers has remained rock solid through every economic condition. Having a bank with a history of safety, soundness, and conservative management is a must. It all boils down to this. You need a bank that will help you reach your goals. I do too, and Farmers is mine. Farmers National Bank, rock solid.
This is BAAHM, barrier-free camping and nature for our friends with disabilities. Thank you for your generous donations. We now have our first phase, but more work needs to be done. A lodge will provide a meeting place and food service for our adults with disabilities and their families. BAAHM is a 501c3 organization. We need your help to grow. Donate to BAAHM. Giving is living.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
It's the Hunting and Fishing Super Show and Sale at the Kusalaba Expo Building at the Canfield Fairgrounds, January 31st, February 1st, and 2nd. Discounts on rods, reels, and more. Meet award-winning fisherman Ted Takasaki and hunting legends Barry and Gene Wenzel. Don't miss the Hunting and Fishing Super Show.
Shop C-Max Northside Appliance in Struthers, the local appliance store that beats big box prices every day.
3 generations serving Youngstown, Ohio, soon to be our 4th.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Alrighty, we are going to make a very interesting dish today. It could be like a salad topping, or it could be a spread. But the big star ingredient is blood oranges, and yes, they are in season right now. And of course, I make a lot of cocktails with them, and they are on my website. But this time, I'm going to use them in this dip with the feta, and it really comes together nicely. Adds the sweetness where the olives and the capers balance it out, and I think it's really easy. You're really gonna like it, and we are gonna go over the ingredients and we will get this assembled. For this recipe, you'll need 2 blood oranges peeled and cut into wedges, 1/2 cup of Castelvetrano olives sliced, 1/4 cup capers, 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, a pound of feta cheese, freshly ground black pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, fresh herbs like thyme, basil, dill for garnish, and serve with a firm cracker or salad greens. Now don't forget, preheat your oven to 425 degrees. And now we'll get started. I'm going to use these blood oranges. This is 2, 3 oranges, depends on the size of them. This is about 2. I know it's 2. So peel them really well. Try to get as much of the pith off as you can. For some reason, that pith seems to really hang on to the blood oranges. And what we're gonna do, I've sliced them and all those little wedges. This is an 8-inch baking dish. If you have a prettier one, you can use that. So we're gonna spread these out. Now I am going to use the capers, and I am going to sprinkle these over, and I'm gonna use most of them, and then just save a teeny little bit because that'll be also for a garnish at the end. And I'm also going to add these olives. And these are just so nice and mild, but they do add just a little bit of salt along with the capers. And we are just gonna spread those out. So when you go to serve it, it's in every bite. So now it is time for the feta. This is a block, and it's a little under a pound. And I think that's more than enough for this size dish. You can also buy it crumbled. But what you wanna do is get this pretty much all over the top of this. And if you keep it in a block, it'll get a little gooier, which is kind of nice. And you have a little more control over it. So we are gonna just spread all of this around. Now we are going to put the olive oil generously over this. So after the drizzle of olive oil, we are going to be very generous here with the black pepper. Love freshly ground black pepper. And for a little punch, you can leave this out if you are heat sensitive, crushed red pepper seeds. And then we are just going to sprinkle this. And I'm telling you, with the heat, the salt, the sweetness, this really is an interesting little dip or salad topper. Okay, so that's all in. And now we are going to cover this, and we are going to put it in our 425 degree preheated oven for 20 minutes. Then we'll pull it out and put it back in uncovered, but you'll get a look and see what we're trying to do here. So I'll get this in the oven for 20 minutes. All right, so this has been 20 minutes at 425. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh. And the smell is so nice. So what I'm gonna do now is put this back in the oven for about 15 or 20 more minutes. What I'd like to see is a little bit of browning on this feta. Oh, looky there. Doesn't that look really good?
It's amazing.
We'll wait for the bubbling to settle a little. Now what we're gonna do is sprinkle fresh herbs. This is thyme and basil.
Okay.
And then just for a little bit
amazing.
of saltiness, we're gonna add those capers that I left out. I put some at the bottom, and now I put some at the top. And to keep them briny, I did not rinse them, by the way. I forgot to mention that. So, there's two ways to have this. I will put little on your plate. How's that?
Okay.
And then you can, ooh, listen to that. But make sure you get a little bit of everything. Look at how pretty the pink is.
Yeah.
Where the blood
That's the blood orange, okay.
Yeah. And then we can do it that way.
And then take a little salad.
No, and then here's what we do with the salad. Watch this.
Okay.
Prepare to be amazed. So we go like this.
Oh, right on top.
And make a warm
cool.
salad.
Yeah, I love a warm salad.
And then you go like this, and it has everything on it. But here's the best part.
I'm waiting. Ready? There's a glass of wine waiting?
Well, always. And this, you take a little bit
of the juices
and drizzle the olive oil with the citrus.
Wow.
Okay.
You're getting really kind of out there with these.
A little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay.
You always been that.
How about a little
cheers to Cocoa Puffs.
Cheers to Cocoa Puffs. This is a really nice Sauvignon Blanc from Chateau Souverain. It is very reasonably priced, and it's perfect with this.
Are you gonna have one?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try one of these.
So get a nice firm cracker or a toasted baguette.
Okay.
But make sure you take advantage of the little slice there. There's so many little good things in here, and it really does work. Let's see. Mmm. Terrific. And then you gotta try this too. Because this is nice. You like a warm salad. Some people don't. But you are a fan of the warm salad.
Yep.
So take a little bite and see what you think.
That's how you reheat salad from yesterday. And then you don't have to worry that it's a little wilted.
Mm-hmm. Right. You are right. And some people love that bacon salad. Oh my gosh, with the bacon grease.
Right.
It's like, wow, what a way to make a really unhealthy salad. Honestly,
it's even better.
It's delicious. This is a really nice way to enjoy the in-season blood oranges. So go to my website, look for the baked feta with blood orange recipe. 2 ways, and you might have other ways you want to try it too, but it really is delicious. Don't you think?
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for having me on again.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Weight loss goals aren't one size fits all. At Hurricane Health and Wellness, we understand the struggle. We've been there too. That's why we offer the most popular, effective weight loss medications at an affordable price. Look and feel your best today with Hurricane Health and Wellness.
For over 75 years, Kamara Jewelers has been the destination for quality jewelry. Our collection has a piece for everyone, in every occasion. Whether you're starting a new chapter, celebrating a milestone, or showing appreciation for the special people in your life, you can find a piece that reflects your love. At Kamara, we're about timelessness. Our jewelry isn't just for special occasions, it's for everyday moments that deserve a touch of elegance.
Get real, get Kamara. Hi, I'm John Stanko.
And I'm Robbie Fellman from Boardman Subaru, home of the safest, most award-winning vehicles on the road today.
With EyeSight driver assist technology giving you an extra set of eyes on the road, and Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive.
Subaru is also rated #1 in product quality, dependability, and customer satisfaction.
Award-winning vehicles and award-winning service.
Only at Boardman Subaru, just south of Route 224 on South Avenue.
Giving is living.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
The 47th Annual Mahoning Valley St. Patrick's Day Parade is Sunday, March 16th. Enter your group, organization, or marching band at mvstpatrickparade.com.
It is the perfect time of year to get off the couch, get your kids away from the video games, and take advantage of the snow. This is Sunny, and this is Nico, and these are my buddies, and we're going to do some sled riding today here at Rocky Ridge, also known as the Wick Recreation Area. And you know what, guys? I used to come and sled ride here when I was a little kid, when I was like your age. That was like about 10 years ago. And have you guys been here before?
Yeah.
These are some sweet hills, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they go really fast. This has been a really good winter so far from some snow activity. And it looks like we're gonna have this snow about 2 or 3 more weeks, so we can come here and do this a lot. Now, what is your preferred method for going down? Because you've got like the little mini motorcycle. Nico, you've got like the one on fire. You've got the sled. Which one do you guys like the best?
That one, the big one.
The big blue.
Yeah.
We'll call that big blue because we're gonna race, and I'm gonna win. Okay,
No,
that's
the one I'm going on.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to work this out. I'm going on this one. You guys think I'll break it?
No. You're gonna fall.
So there's a lot of kids here. They've got the nice rope to help you walk back up, and really they got the lights on. It's going till 9 o'clock, so we're gonna have some fun and do some sled riding tonight.
I'm definitely.
I think mine's pretty fast. Now, when you go down, when we're racing, are we belly or are we gonna sit?
Sit. Sit. I'm going to sit.
You're gonna sit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are we ready? Okay, I'm going in mine. You might want to borrow this for the next one. This is heat number 1. Now, we do have to practice courtesy because there's people coming up. It's like bowling. You gotta wait until the lane is cleared. Right? Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, okay.
I really want one of those sleds.
Are we ready? On your mark. Oh, I can't crawl. Okay, you ready? On your mark.
What?
Are you ready? Get set. And go. Ah!
My sled broke.
No. You broke the sled?
And I think I broke my hand.
Are you kidding?
No, my hand's fine. I landed on it though, but my sled snapped.
Go!
Whoa!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
I'm taking Sunny's.
All right. Well, mine went pretty good.
Who do you think won this match?
Well, Sunny won. You sit with your feet on the runners. Yeah. Okay. This thing looks like it's really fast.
Whenever I go down, I don't like to hold it. So, no, I still have to hold it. I just tie it around like that so I barely have to hold it.
Clever. All right. This thing's pretty fast.
All right, I need to back
you
up
going?
a little. Huh?
All right, son.
Ready?
I'm ready. That thing's pretty cool. This is experimental photography. God, Gino, don't get hurt, buddy. And a 1, and a 2,
1, go.
and a 3. All right, you're in charge, Nico. Come on, bub. 1, 2, 3, go!
1, 2,
and 3,
my turn!
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, Sonny! That thing's pretty cool. Wow, that was hot. Okay. All right, well, this is an awesome place to sled ride. And as long as there's snow on the ground, it is open from daylight until 9 p.m. They've got lights. And the Corey Road boys, you guys, we did a good job. Look at the snow. We brought the snow out. It is going to be an excellent winter. So come on out. Let's go, bub. Here we go. Out. Okay. Okay, Nico's going to follow us. Are we ready? Okay, and on your mark, put your hands down. Get set, go! Oh, wow, that was hot. We really had a great time sled riding. Remember, there's no bad weather, just bad gear. So bundle up and enjoy the ride. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.